Welcome to Callum Connects, 5-minute entrepreneurial inspiration for your day. Our guest today on Callum Connects is Mr. Biz, aka Ken Wentworth. Ken helps owners run their businesses more profitably and more efficiently.
Hey there, Callum Connects listeners. Hi, my name is Ken Wentworth. A hurdle that I faced as an entrepreneur, actually sort of two-pronged. And that is, first of all, everything takes longer than you think. It's almost like doing household projects, right? Something you think is going to take an hour ends up taking 2 or 3 hours. Entrepreneurship, in my experience, and one of the hurdles I faced, definitely is that it takes a lot longer. The second prong to that is that as a consequence of it taking longer, it's also much more expensive. And I'm a financial-minded person, and so I'd created a budget and all that good stuff, not only with projections, numbers-wise and volume-wise, but financial projections. And I was conservative with them, and I was way off. So what I did about it was, I had to reevaluate everything. So don't be afraid to look back at what you've done and what you're doing, and think of new ways. Again, as they say, you always have to continue to raise the bar. But more importantly than that, and what I think is the most critical aspect and element to being a successful entrepreneur, is having and exhibiting what I call consistent perseverance. So it's that proverbial get knocked down 7 times and get up 8. No matter how smart you are, no matter how cool you are, no matter, all that good stuff, you will face hurdles. You will get knocked down in this process. And I'm not being negative when I say it, I'm just being realistic. Think of all the folks that we look at in the world as being successful. The Warren Buffetts of the world, the Oprah Winfreys, the Rock, Dwayne Johnson, all these different people, Bill Gates, and all these folks, they have all faced major hurdles somewhere along the way to their success, but they exhibited consistent perseverance. They kept getting back up. When Howard Schultz, who's the CEO and founder of Starbucks, was turned down, I can't remember the exact number, around 120 times by banks to fund the initial Starbucks. He kept going back. He kept trying to figure out, and he kept changing. And what he learned from it was, much like when Thomas Edison, when he was creating the light bulb, is someone asked him, allegedly, that after, it took him 1,000 tries to actually invent the light bulb. And they said, well, gosh, why didn't you stop anywhere along the way? And he said, well, the way I looked at it was, after, 500 times, I know 500 ways that it won't work. So I think that's the kind of mindset to be a successful entrepreneur that you need to have to ensure you're successful. You have to keep getting up, and you have to keep recrafting things and learning from your experience to do it better. Don't be afraid to buy a book. Spend $15, $20, $30 on a book that could change your life, to educate yourself and get better at the things you're falling short on. Hire resources if you need to do that, that you're not good at. Maybe you're trying to DIY it and it's just not working. Bring in an expert resource. Don't, keep beating your head against the wall. Have someone help you figure these things out. So those are the couple hurdles that I faced and how I handled them, and then also some of the key learning from them. So I hope that's been helpful for you guys. Again, Mr. Biz, aka Ken Wentworth. Appreciate coming on the show here, and hope to talk to you guys soon. See ya.
The biggest hurdle I faced was when the company my partner and I built from scratch came under attack and more than $250 million of value was destroyed. If you would like to learn more about that and how I came back from it, sign up at callumlane.com.